Hey, welcome to the official Old Computer Museum channel, and this is a Commodore 64 game called Pitfall 2. It's the sequel to the first Pitfall game. The actual name, Pitfall 2 Lost Caverns, and this of course is the Commodore 64 version. It's a platform video game. It was originally released for the Atari 2600 in 1984. Is a sequel to the popular Pitfall. Of course, both games were designed by David Crane. On some platforms, there was talk about a name that's called Super Pitfall. So if you ever see a platform that gives you a name called a game called Super Pitfall, it is Pitfall 2. What this game adds that it doesn't have in the original version in the Commodore 64, for example, is vertical scrolling. In the original game, you just had, screen to screen. You would actually have a fixed screen and just go from right to left, or sometimes underground. But it would basically be a static screen. While in Pitfall 2, the static screen idea is still there when you go from left to right on your screen, but when you fall or when you die, for example, as you see here, you go into a little mark where you continue the game. You've noticed that the vertical scrolling is available, and that's something new in this game. The platform for which it was available is the Apple II, the arcade Atari 26 and 5200 consoles, the Atari 8-bit computer family, ColecoVision, Commodore 64, MSX, PC Booter, Sega SG-1000, and ZX Spectrum machines. It is a 1984 game, of course by Activision. The game is pretty faithful to the original game in many respects. It features numerous changes to make it play differently from the original game. Pitfall Harry has unlimited time here and lives, making it impossible to lose the game. When Harry touches a dangerous creature, he simply loses points and he floats back to the last continue point, which is marked as a little red cross. So you don't die, but I remember playing this game and getting frustrated at dying and going back to the original cross, which would make me go crazy. But it's actually quite interesting, and this game has a very large world to explore, which was also very amazing. Pitfall 2 has 27 horizontal levels that are predominantly the same height and being stacked one on top of the other, and they span full 8 screens in length. So it gives you an idea of how vast and large this world is, and it's one of those first games that really had such a such a big world to explore, actually. A version called the Adventurers Edition was also available. So let's start here and show you this game. Graphics are much better on the Commodore 64 than the original one. Another thing that was added here is the fact that this game had, for the Commodore 64, music that was actually all the way through. So this was something that was also added here. So music through the game while you are playing. Not too annoying, but it is kind of repetitive, and of course it gets a little kind of I would say you can fall on different levels. does actually get kind of nice and easy. And here we go, vertical levels, as you can see here. Another new thing in this one, here we go, this is a save, is the fact that your player is actually, your character can actually swim, which is pretty cool. You can fall off cliffs, and just look at how much, oops, here it started for some reason, at how much of a level there is available in this game. It's just incredible. This game really packs many levels. As you see here, when you die, you go back to the last cross. I'll show you here that you can swim also. We'll go into the water. So it's a cool platform game. I really played a lot of Pitfall when I was with my Commodore 64. I must say that this game I spent many days in the summer playing it. You see that your points can actually go to 0 when you die, so that's one thing that you're trying to avoid, of course, when you play. And here we'll go into the water. Even underwater you have some gold to actually get. So cool graphics and actually a very nice game. Here you got electric heels that you got to be careful not to get zapped by. And there we go. Here I believe I reset probably. Check here. Yeah, that's it. When I actually go up, it resets. Probably a joystick problem. I must have something here. I'm gonna check with settings and go into joystick. And actually, I'll put port 1 with none of them. Is it that? No. So it has something to do with the joystick port. So joystick 1 port is here, and we'll put the other one at 0 and see what it does, if it still does the same. And there we go. It was the fact that I had 2 joystick ports on the same joystick. On the Commodore 64, if you ever had one, you noticed probably that when you are playing with a joystick in one of the 2 ports, you actually see characters appear on the screen. So you got to be careful, because if you activate both ports on the same joystick, it can do little awkward things like this resetting of the game. So I give Pitfall 2 for the Commodore 64 a score of 9 out of 10. Very interesting game. Cool graphics, very big world to actually explore, just enough challenge to make it interesting and not too bad that it, you know, prevents you from going through and playing it. The annoying part, of course, is this: when you die, you go back to a little cross, which is like a checkpoint. So if you enjoy these old games, emulation, and all sorts of old computers and stuff, well, click the subscribe button and you'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments or questions, let us know. And maybe you have a game or a console that you'd like us to talk about. Let us know and we'll try to put a video online. And of course, we're trying to get as many real machines as possible, but when we can't, we have emulation to help us here. And hope you take a look at our other videos we have online. Lots of videos and much more coming up of emulation of real machines like the Atari ST and the Amiga 500. lots and lots of emulation coming up also, and we'll try to get more and more rolling machines as possible and get different platforms. So I think this is going to be an interesting channel to come by if you like old computers and old consoles and old games. So thanks for watching, and hope you come back to the Old Computer Museum channel. Bye.